Pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Seattle Seahawks.
Green 80. Check 53, Mike. He's tired of me.
On first down, Wilson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Go now. 60 outlaw. Go.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Kamara trying to right side. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He gets it to Thomas. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From the 39, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Now he steps away. And now he's going to use Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist bump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. It's complete to Grant. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here we go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. From the 45 on second down, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. Penny, a first down carry, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed out.
And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Sheldon Rankins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Kamara shoots by him. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It wasn't 3rd and long. It was more like 3rd and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a first down. But I think they wanted to break tendency there. Catch the defense plan for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. On 3rd down, Carson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Wilson going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. Demario Davis there on the stop. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. On 2nd and 7, Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Throwing is Wilson.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. That one good for 14 in the Seahawk first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing again here, Wilson. This is caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Check 52.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And now it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 30 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Wilson, this complete to Lockett. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. This is Carson. Able to spin free.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's third and 18. They need something big. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Returnable for Grant. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Michael Thomas. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 27 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, yeah!
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From the 29, Wilson.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Saints take over first and 10.
And up, AT Gator. Check, check, walk 54, walk 54.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go.
One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We got it, we got it.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. He'll buy some time right. That'll be complete to Cook. That one good for 26 and a first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. He was trying to dance in around the sideline, but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job keeping him from getting into the end zone, but they're definitely back on their heels after that run.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
8, read. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Pick it up.
On the ground, Kamara works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Seahawks, 29-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to put one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jaron Reed in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.